man aimed at an antelope and pulled the trigger. However, the bullet only hit the antelope's leg. Wounded, the antelope fled in panic, but the man wasn't in a rush to take another shot. He knew the injured animal wouldn't run far. He walked in the direction the antelope had run, but suddenly he spotted a large puddle of blood on the ground. He immediately sensed something was wrong and followed the blood trail. He found a wounded hunting dog, but he hadn't shot the dog. Realizing there had been a shootout nearby, he continued forward. Sure enough, after walking a few more steps, he spotted several cars in the distance. Cautiously, he approached to check the situation. He discovered that everyone around the cars was dead. Clearly, a fierce gunfight had taken place. Then he saw a survivor inside one of the cars, who asked for water. Since the man didn't have any water, he took the person's weapon and left. When he opened the car's trunk, he found it filled with drugs. It seemed these people were involved in a drug deal, though he didn't know what had caused the shootout. Since the drugs were still in the car, he figured someone must have escaped with the money. The man guessed the person couldn't have gone far. Sure enough, he soon spotted a person under a tree in the distance. However, he didn't rush to approach. Instead, he observed the person for half an hour before walking over with his gun. By the time he got there, the person was dead. Next to the body was a suitcase. He opened it and found $2 million in cash. Despite the danger that this money might bring, he decided to take it home. That night, as he tried to sleep, he couldn't shake the feeling of guilt. So, he got up, filled a jug with water, and went to the place where the incident had happened earlier. He intended to bring water to the person in the car, but when he arrived, he found that the person had already been killed. Suddenly, he realized something was off. He quickly checked the surroundings and, sure enough, saw several people near his car. They had spotted him and were now driving toward him. The man immediately turned and fled. As the pursuers shot at him while chasing, the man was hit in the shoulder. Ahead, he saw a river and, without thinking, jumped into it. To his surprise, they released a dog to chase him down. After climbing out of the water, the man shot the dog, temporarily escaping. Knowing the killers would track him back to his home, he decided to send his wife to her mother's house for safety. Then, he took the suitcase of money and checked into a nearby motel. He hid the suitcase in the ventilation system of room 137, then rented the adjacent room, 138. It was this decision that saved his life. Soon, the assassin, Anton, tracked him down using the car's information and located room 137 with the help of a tracker in the suitcase. Anton took off his shoes, approached the door of room 137, and used an air gun to break the lock. He opened fire on the people inside and quickly eliminated them. While searching the room for the suitcase, he couldn't find it. What he didn't know was that the man had already moved the suitcase through the ventilation system. Seeing the scratch marks on the floor from the suitcase, Anton realized that this opponent was no ordinary person. By then, the man had already escaped. He went to another motel and lay in bed, thinking about how quickly the assassin had found him. Something felt off. He got up and opened the suitcase, only to discover the tracker inside. The red light was flashing steadily, meaning the assassin was getting closer. This story teaches us an important lesson. When you find a suitcase, always check for a tracker immediately.